Hey guys, how are you? I hope you had a great weekend and got to enjoy, relax, and just enjoy summer. I can't believe we're almost like at the end of July. It's the 29th. It's crazy. But yeah, so I wanted to continue the conversation on sleep and the importance of it. If you missed it last Monday night, I believe it was, I did a mini training on sleep and just like some signs that your sleep issues might be causing other problems, some things that you could do to improve. And then I also shared a list of certain foods that could actually help you improve your sleep as well. So that list is under the files section. Let me know if you can find it and I can tag you in it. So today, I wanted to talk a little bit more. I wanted to give you a few other tips because I went into this a little bit, but I wanted to talk about it a little bit deeper. So, it's I definitely don't want to make anybody feel, especially like if you're a new parent, you're struggling with sleep, and you're like, oh my God, Julia, what are you talking about? Like, I'm doing my best and I can't sleep. So just give yourself grace if you're going through something like a really stressful period, work, kid, whatever. Be patient with yourself. Do your best to do some of the things that you can control, but yeah, realize that you can't control everything. So some of the factors, might just be out of your control, hopefully temporarily. And if anybody is hopping on right now, can you please say hi? Because I can't see who is watching right now. So I always like to see who's on and say hi to me. So I wanted to talk about how you set up your environment for better sleep. So ideally, right, you would go to bed at around the same time every night. So you set yourself, set a routine for yourself. So just like we do with kids, right? Like we try to put them to bed at the same time. They have their whole little routines where, like for my son, we do bath time. Then we read 3 books. He gets 3. And then, he gets to we dim the lights. And then he gets to turn off all the lights. He turns on his little night light. And then we say goodnight, right? So similarly for you, right? Not all of us have the luxury of having the time to take a bath. But maybe taking a nice relaxing shower. If you tend to take showers in the morning, could you take another quick little 2-minute shower at night just to sort of decompress? And then make sure that your lights are dim. Maybe even light a candle, even for 5 minutes. Definitely turn off screens. It's so hard because sometimes it's like when I can quickly check emails, or if I want to read an article, that's when I can do it. That's when I have, some quiet time to myself. But if we could try to do that a little bit earlier in the night and then leave the time for more reading right before bed, but try to read an actual book, something that doesn't have no screen, no blue light that's gonna ruin the quality of your sleep. Hi, Gabby. Thank you for watching. So also you want to be mindful of your actual bed, right? So how old is your mattress? Are you tossing and turning at night because maybe your mattress is getting old and it's no longer as comfortable as ideally it should be? So typically, I think I've read that you want to think about replacing your mattress every 7 to 10 years. So also a pillow. Make sure that the pillow that you're using works for you. Some people want to use 1 pillow. Other people want to use 2. I prefer to use 2. I feel like that's more personal preference. And then it's also if you have a partner, if you have a husband, then are they interrupting your sleep as well? My husband snores sometimes, so that disrupts my sleep. So what could the other person do to also help you and help each other? That's another thing to take into consideration. What else? So making sure that you're like the noise level for bedtime is it's at a minimum, or like for example, like I wouldn't sleep with the windows open. If you have like a lot of noise, you have like noisy neighbors, or you live like in the city where there's a lot of cars moving around, try to think about other ways, closing the windows, turning on the air conditioner. I like to sleep with a fan year round. We have a dehumidifier, and then we have the fan on just because we like the sound. It's a soothing sound. So if you don't have a fan, maybe use like a white noise app, or even, they have those machines now that play different sounds. So find something that works for you. But I definitely feel like that definitely has helped me I've been doing that now for the past close to 10 years, maybe. I think I started in college. Oh my God, wait, no. I've been out of college more than 10 years now. But yeah, it's something that's been working for me for a long time. So sometimes it takes a little bit of trial and error in finding what works for you. Okay, what else? Temperature. So I mentioned this briefly last week. I believe you want your room to be on the cooler side. You typically want the temperature to be between 60 and 75 degrees Fahrenheit. And again, you want to experiment with what works best for you. Also, keeping the room dark. That's also going to be your personal preference, but ideally you want it to be dark, and then use a night light if you need it. Like if you want to see your way to the bathroom or the hallway. But darker is usually better. And even if you could do like blackout curtains, that's great. And another thing is, like I talked about, removing devices from being close to your bed right before you go to sleep, but also try not to do work. I know sometimes that's like, I work from my phone, right? I do a lot of work from my phone. So it's easy to be like, oh, I forgot to do this, or I forgot to do that. I need to reply back to this person, or I need to post tomorrow's workout. But again, just try to get into the routine of like taking care of those things before you even get into your bedroom. So that way, like your bedroom is more like your rest sanctuary. And another tip is, and I don't know how you guys feel about this, I preferably can't do it, but some people even say like don't even have a TV in your bedroom. But that's a little bit hard, because I feel like sometimes or even if you're having trouble sleeping, sometimes you can just turn on the TV for a few minutes and it's like just mindless, a mindless distraction, and you're not so close to it, so it's not quite as bad as holding your phone up to your face. And also another thing that you can do is to track your sleep. So see how, try to see any patterns, like are they times during the month or the year where your sleep is worse than others, and then make some changes, and then see if some of the things that you're putting into practice are helping you. Hi, Holly. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of that. Like I said, I posted that file in the files section of some things, some foods that could actually help you get some better sleep. So I hope this works for you guys. I hope this helps. Sleep is such a huge part of our health. And I remember somebody came to me and they were like, I want to work out more, but I'm having so much trouble sleeping. I can't wake up early to exercise. And I said to them, I'm like, focus on your sleep. Exercise can wait. Sleep is more important, because if you're exercising, yes, it's great. But exercise is already stress, right? So if you're not sleeping well, then you're putting more stress on a stressed out body. So take care of the sleep situation, modify the working out, do less if you can, but definitely focus on getting the rest that you need and you deserve. And an interesting fact that I learned recently is that you can't catch up on sleep. Like sometimes we say like, oh, I'll sleep in on the weekend, and I'll catch up on the sleep that I missed. And yeah, it feels good to sleep in, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you are catching up on the sleep that you lost. So unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. So that's it on sleep, you guys. Hi, Tara. How are you? I hope you guys all had a great weekend. So I was just talking a little bit more, for those of you guys that missed the beginning, I was talking a little bit more about sleep and giving you guys some other tips on some things that you can try to improve for those nights where you find yourself having a hard time falling asleep, tossing and turning, or even if you're like, why do I feel this way? I had another training that I did last week. So if you go into the photo section or video section, you can find that as well. So before I go today, I also wanted to bring up that I'm going to be doing a giveaway. I don't know exactly yet when I'm going to hold this mini training, but I'm going to be doing my Adore Your Core mini training. It's most likely going to be within the next week and a half or so. So the giveaway, I'm still figuring out what I'm going to give away. I have a pair of 5-pound dumbbells, and maybe there'll be more. So the requirement will be to add a friend to do the Adore Your Core training with you. The training is going to teach you more about your core, how to connect with your core, strengthen it. We're going to talk about some nutrition, and we're going to talk about how to make a goal. I'm also going to talk about pelvic floor, because a lot of women think that urinary incontinence and things like that are normal, especially after giving birth. And actually, it's not. It's not a huge deal, but there are things that you can do to improve. So if you know anybody who has suffered from that or suffering from that, or from even from abdominal separation, I'm going to be giving you some tips. I'm going to show you how to check yourself for it. So I'm very excited to do this training again. So keep checking the group for more details, and start inviting friends, because I'm going to be keeping track. So whoever invites more friends will most likely be the winner. I'm going to create some rules for that, make it fun. So that's all for today, guys. I hope you have an amazing Monday, and I will see you later in the group. Bye.